Hey, this is Barry with the Barry and Holly Morning Show on WQSB. You can get behind the scenes chat, exclusive giveaways, and more content from us.
Hey, if you love the podcast, join us live every morning from 6 to 9 on the WQSB Facebook page.
It's time to rise and shine and get your morning started with Alabama's award-winning morning show.
That will take us on a series of wacky mishaps and wild adventures.
So, sit back and have fun.
With a little love and some tenderness.
I know what you're thinking. They can't be doing what they're doing, but they are. They have to.
I love working here!
Broadcasting live from high atop Alabama's beautiful Sand Mountain.
You guys make it sound like it's so much fun.
Everyone started to tune in.
We know you. We know the type of work you can put out.
Please welcome your hosts, Barry.
Now reversing the peepholes on our door so you can see in. So now I can peek in to see if anyone is waiting to jack me with a sock full of pennies. If somebody wants to help themselves to an eyeful, enjoy the show.
And Holly.
When I speak, what is it you hear? Is it like backwards talk or dolphin squeaks?
You think they're laughing at us?
No, I think they're laughing at you.
You are amazing.
WQSB, good morning at 6:09. How about some Hootie and the Blowfish to kick off the morning?
Favorite new one.
I love Hootie. Mm-hmm. And I was watching the video when I put this together. That may be one of the worst videos ever filmed. If you remember it, It's got there's four of them. They're standing in somebody's probably grandmother's living room. Three of them, there's got just regular clothes, and there's a drummer with no shirt on, just back there. I thought, okay, this is odd. They probably, one of them's grandmother said, "Hey, Mama, do you mind if we use your living room?"
Yeah.
Why?
She said, okay.
She said, "Why? We just want to shoot a video." And she said, "What's a video?"
Yeah. And she said, let me vacuum the curtains first.
So find the video later this morning. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
But I've always loved that song. And that's one of the stories I remember years ago when Hootie and the Blowfish just started. And they were at Jacksonville State 2 or 3 times in concert. And that's one of the ones somebody said they're going to go to Jacksonville to see this new group called Hootie and the Blowfish. And they said after the show, they were great, but it was just a handful of people showed up. One of those where nobody showed up.
Okay, I'm watching the video now.
You see them?
Yeah.
And they're standing in Mama's living room.
Yeah, they are. Yep, definitely.
Look at the drummer.
No shirt.
Yeah, there he is with no
Shirtless.
shirt. Okay, but what was going through his mind? The other guy said, "We're just going to wear just usual clothes."
And he said, I'm going to take my shirt off.
Yeah, and I'm going to kill these drums. What's this? Everybody will talk about me. But no, everybody talked about Hootie.
I don't think this is Mama's house. I think this is an abandoned crack house.
You think so?
Yeah.
I've seen some of the stuff on the mantle around the fireplace. It looked maybe, is it a teapot or something? I don't know what it was.
It's a bunch of random stuff. Yeah, this is definitely a trap house. For real.
Really?
Because they're showing drug addicts.
Okay.
So.
That is weird.
Not Mama's.
Yeah, but anyway, I love that song. So you like the new intro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
I like the line from Seinfeld. I'm going to change my peephole on my door and reverse it so people can see in and I can't see out.
Oh, Lord.
That way when I get home, I can look and see if anybody's in there waiting to beat me up with a sack of pennies.
Seinfeld has good sound bites.
They do.
Family Guy has good sound bites.
The one from yours was Everybody Loves Raymond, the wife. The wife was she was so good on that show.
Oh, yeah, she was.
Well, good morning, 6:11. Here we are, the first full week of spring. Well, did the lightning wake you up late last night this morning?
No, but it woke Carlo up, and my gosh, she thought that the house was coming down.
There was some strong lightning. It shook the ground a few times.
Really?
We really did.
I told her, I was like, go back to sleep.
No.
Everything's fine.
We were. It was a severe thunderstorm morning, but we knew there was no tornadoes. The setup was not there for that. But still, the lightning alone, it hit a few places. I know it did because it shook the ground.
Yeah.
But that's out of here. And the good thing is that this is spring break for many folks, a lot of kids.
Yeah.
And it's a good week once the rain gets out of here in about 2 hours. No rain till maybe slight chance Saturday afternoon. Just a slight chance. So the entire week looks good. And this is a big week because it's the week of Holly's birthday extravaganza.
It is. It's day one of Holly's birthday extravaganza.
Yeah.
I got a gift, and it has Art the Clown on it.
Yeah.
And it says, "Have a happy and terrifying birthday."
Yeah.
And I love that.
Well, he's wishing you the best.
Yeah, he's got blood on his knife, but
Before he stalks you and takes care of you and destroys
shots
you.
me out. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why I like him so much.
I don't either.
It's weird.
Disturbing.
I know.
Yeah. What did your
I love him.
psychiatrist say? That
He's cute.
Yeah. He's cute?
Yeah.
No.
He's cute.
Well, I've tried to contact him to get him to come visit, and I've come to the realization that disturbed, deranged killers in movies aren't very nice.
I know. Did you reach out to David Leon, the creator?
Everybody that even knew, even the knife person.
The
person,
forger.
Yeah, the knife forger. They all ignored me.
I reached out to David Leon when it first came out, and he was like, "Oh yeah," I was about a radio interview, and he was like, "Oh yeah, this is definitely something that we're interested in." Ghosted me.
Exactly.
Never heard from him again.
It's not like you're Titanic when you're making up billions of dollars. You did good for your kind of movie. I know you made some money, but you're not that high up on the important scale yet.
You got a radio host that's obsessed with you in Alabama. Tell her happy birthday.
Yes, that's all you got to do.
That's all you got to do.
You can just show up on the door here and knock on the door and open and say, "Happy birthday." Then
I
leave.
love that. Stone dressed up as Art the Clown.
He did.
Yeah, at a cinema, at
Premiere Cinemas. Even he ghosted me.
Really?
He works with us.
No, sorry about
Something
that.
about the costume. I don't know. So a lot of stuff planned for you. Did you have a good weekend?
I did, yeah. We had a good weekend. We had a restful weekend.
And how about the weather? I know you're inside and probably had no clue what it was doing outside.
I have no idea.
But it was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Went out walking yesterday, and it's like the track. It attracted like thousands of people.
Yeah.
Well, at least, let's see. Well, 10.
Yeah.
But it was more than usual. And I did read the pollen count is higher than usual this time of year.
Harlow can't breathe, man.
I believe it because we got the story coming up in a few minutes. It's true.
I know she has sneezed over 1,000 times.
Oh, no.
I know she has.
That's horrible.
Oh, my gosh.
Tell her she's not alone because you'll see the story in a second. But hopefully this rain will wash some of the pollen out of the way.
How'd you know?
Things you need to know here are the first full week of spring, March 24th. Hard to believe we only have a week left in March and we're a third of the way done with the year.
It's a quarter.
3 months, yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Today is National Chocolate-Covered Raisin Day.
Boo.
I love chocolate-covered raisins.
No, that's like the cruelest trick ever played on man.
No, I love it.
No, I used to walk in Grandma's house and there was like chocolate in the bowl. I thought, oh, this is going to be like a chocolate-covered peanut. Bite into it, it's a raisin.
I love them.
That's cruel.
Well, they were invented back in 1927 and years later become one of the most popular snacks at movie theaters.
Okay, have you ever actually bought those at a movie theater?
Yeah.
Really?
No, it was Goobers. It was the Goobers, yeah.
Yeah.
Love them nuts.
Yeah. So I'd say no.
Yeah, I've never bought that.
No.
Who did? Who thought, let's go to the movies and get some raisins?
Yeah, let's get some popcorn and some chocolate-covered raisins.
Yum, yum.
Just pretend they're peanuts into there somewhere.
Yep. Okay, have you seen the viral post that's floating around on Facebook, and it says, "I'll finally pay off my Chipotle in September," and it's got like $2 and something cents.
And this is a real thing that's about to happen, or it's happening right now.
DoorDash and Klarna, which is a payment processing app, they are teaming up to give options to pay for food delivery in installments. Diners will now have the option to pay in full, pay in 4 installments, or postpone payments to a more convenient time, like payday.
If you can't afford that food, then maybe you shouldn't order it.
I don't agree.
Yeah, really think so?
Yeah, there's sometimes that people are starving, and if they need to like pay later or make payments, by all means. There's times when my family has been hungry, and I hadn't had DoorDash money, but if I had the option to make it in payments, heck yeah.
So what's going to happen when it comes down a few months down the road and you still haven't paid the bill?
They can't repo it.
Are they going to send somebody like to your house to break your leg?
They might. I think it's probably just going to ding your credit, but they might send somebody to break your leg.
I can see somebody knocking on the door and said, "Hey, that burrito you bought, you owe 2 payments.
Yeah.
When are we going to get the money, bud? When are we going to get the money?"
Yeah, you still owe $6.
Yeah. And then they beat you with an empty pizza box.
That'd be unfortunate.
Yeah, it would.
I think it's good, though. I really do. I think that, especially when you're feeding a big group of people. Now, should you just be lazy and put installments? That's one thing. If you're just laying on your couch and you're like, man, I could really go for some pizza right now.
Yes, I want to pay for it today.
I don't want to pay today. But there's also been times where people, I mean, I've never had to experience this, thank God, but people are hungry.
True.
They don't have an option to buy food anyway. And if they can pay for it later, will they pay for it later? I don't know.
Yeah.
But they're hungry and they need fed then. I think this is great.
It's going to be crazy down the road. You're down on bad luck and somebody says, what happened to you? What happened to you? Did you get sick? No, I just got behind on my DoorDash payments. There I am.
Yeah.
On the street.
I got behind on my Taco Bell.
Couldn't pay my Taco Bell and they made me run for the border.
Yeah. Or if you, oh, I see what you did there. Or if you go out to take out a bank loan and they're like, oh, Mr. Galloway, I'm so sorry. We can't give this to you. You still owe 3 payments on your Burger King.
Yeah. And your credit score's been dinged. You lost 44 points. How? Well, it says here you're behind on your DoorDash payments. You got that Whopper and you couldn't pay for it.
So, I mean, there's good and bad.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's two sides, you know.
Sure.
Yeah.
That is weird, though, that we come to this in their life that you can now make payments on DoorDash
on food,
on a burrito.
Well, I mean, when you have to give them the tip, they give you the service charge.
Yeah.
You give them the taxes. That's an extra $10 right there. So
I'm afraid to use DoorDash because if I don't give them the right amount of tip, I don't know what they're going to do with my food before they drop it off.
They're not going to do anything.
That's what I'm paranoid about.
I DoorDashed for a whole summer.
Yeah, I don't know
Loved
where that enchilada's been. So that's what I'm worried about.
It's sealed, and they tell you when they pick it up.
Maybe they bring some special tape.
People aren't out to get you through your food. No,
they're going to get me.
Hundreds of people DoorDash in our area every single day.
I know they do. They do a great job.
They're not going to hurt you.
I'm afraid that one guy is going to get my order and say, wait a minute here, you only tip me $1? Get the camera ready.
Well, don't tip $1.
Fixing to show him where to put the soft tacos been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of announcers at DoorDash here.
Yeah.
Because we can't leave once we get started.
Because we're all lazy.
Yeah.
We're the laziest group of workers in the world.
You think so?
I know we are.
No.
How many in here could actually go out there and run a marathon today? Of all the ones we have on the air. How many?
I couldn't.
0.
Could you?
Nope.
I'm trying to think. I don't. You're right.
How many could even do a slow 5K walk?
I could do that. I could do that. Yes, I could do that. I know I complain every time we go on a walk.
Yeah.
But if I had to do it, I could do it.
When's the last time we walked?
It's probably been about a year.
Beginning of winter. When winter came in, it's like, I'm done.
Yeah.
See you next spring.
Oh, it's too cold outside now.
That's how we found Waddles, was walking around the lake.
And that alligator that time, or whatever that was.
I still think it's out there.
It may be.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was in the checkout line behind 2 ladies.
Yeah.
They said something that really made sense.
Okay.
One lady said, always be good to your nieces and nephews.
I agree with that.
And then she said, one day you'll need them to smuggle alcohol into the nursing home.
Yeah, because your kids won't do it.
Kids won't do it.
But the nieces and nephews,
they'll do it.
If you bring me a 6-pack, I'll give you 2. Yeah.
Butter them up.
Exactly. It's 6:20.
Mornings with Barry and Holly here on Alabama's country giant WQSB.
You know, it was a sad weekend because I think you posted up George Foreman. I watched, the weird as it is, I watched the movie about his life. It's been a few months ago. Very good movie. If you want, I think it was Netflix. You need to find the movie. It shows all he went through to get where he was, and he beat all kinds of odds to be the guy he was. But he passed away this weekend.
I know, it's so sad. He passed away over the weekend at the age of 76, and there's no word on the cause of death.
And I'll tell you, I'm being serious, the George Foreman grill, I've had one for
Loved
years, and I still use it.
Yeah.
Because what's the great way to make sandwiches is like, I guess they call it like the Cuban, you press them, and you've had one off of it.
Yeah, it's good.
And it melts the cheese just the right amount and warms up the meat, and that's what I use it for.
I know.
It is so good.
Sad.
Yeah.
But he was 76. I guess we'll find out how he died later. And then we'll have to ask Will about this. Will's down there. A fire erupted at Walt Disney World's Epcot theme park near the French Pavilion, resulting in an evacuation of guests from the Ratatouille adventure ride.
Those darn rats. What
I know.
I think they're involved somehow.
They chewed the wires.
They did something.
No injuries were reported, and the cause is still unknown. But like I said, Will's down there. I wonder what's going on.
Did you see the fire?
Yes.
The smoke?
Yes.
It looks very
horrible.
like it could have been very serious, like more than one building involved, but it wasn't, luckily.
I know.
Yeah. Doesn't sound, I'm guessing the ride was turned down or turned off, I guess. It'd have to be.
It'd have to be.
Yeah. Makes you wonder what happened.
I don't know.
So of all the buildings, the Ratatouille, the one with the rats,
The one with the rats, burned down.
had to be in there chewing on wires. Yeah, it's 6:31.
Barry and Holly on Alabama's Country Giant, WQSB.
What you did over the weekend as far as TV watching. I know you, Yellow Jackets, you've been watching it.
I finished it.
I've been catching up on it, and that's a bizarre show too.
Wow.
It's very good.
It's probably my favorite show I've ever watched.
It's good.
For real.
That's on
my favorite.
Showtime / Paramount, and Showtime makes it tough where you can't watch their show unless you really pay for it.
Yeah, you need to cancel that, by the way.
I do.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't.
Until they come out with the new season.
Well, Friday is the next episode.
Oh, that's right. Every
There's 3
Friday.
more left.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, there's 3 more left.
That's right.
But then the other one is we talked about is Adolescence.
Yeah, I watched that one. All 4 episodes.
Because we were talking about it Friday. Rotten Tomatoes is like a 99% approval rating.
Yeah.
So out of 1 out of 10, where would you put it on show, how much you liked it? 10 being the best. How much you liked it? And would you recommend
give
it?
Away. I definitely would recommend it. It's neat because it's shot in one take.
Yeah.
They don't do multiple takes. So like if anybody messed up at any point, they would have to start completely over.
That's true.
So it's impressive. The acting is impressive. What's also impressive is that the 13-year-old boy that they used had never had an acting gig before in his life. This was his first acting job. And now he's going to be working with, who'd they say? Margot Robbie.
Yes, he's already in a movie with her.
Yeah.
He is so good.
He did good.
He's good.
But
and it makes you stop and think, too, because it's based on something horrible happens to a little girl at school, a 13-year-old, and the boy's accused of it.
Yeah.
And it goes through the process, the steps of what would happen, kind of like from the point of view of the family of the little boy who's been accused, from their point of view.
I guess I was let down because once you learn the story, there are no more shockers.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. And
they're basically showing you the process. And what I read was they wanted to bring to light that there are so many people in this world struggling at that age with peer pressure, with like what goes on at school, what happens to them if they do make certain, and kind of why he did it.
Yeah.
And a lot of it goes back to social media.
It does explain that. It does explain why he did it. But in the last episode, I was just kind of like, that's it.
The 3rd episode is very good.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen pieces of it, but it's like only 2 actors in the entire episode.
Yeah. Did you see him lose it?
Yeah, I saw the trailer for that part of it. Wow, that's good.
Yeah. But then he snaps. I guess they do that because they want you to see his different personalities.
Yeah.
Because at first you're thinking, no, there's
no
no
way
way.
he did this.
There's no way. What are they doing to this kid?
Yeah.
And then I guess I'd give it about a 6.
Yeah, it's worth a watch.
It's okay.
It's 4 episodes, and it's 4 continuous episodes. When it starts, it's like one, and there's one camera that they swap back and forth between 2 men doing the camera work in a drone. But it's called Adolescence, and it's on Netflix, so worth checking out. Well, is Snow White worth checking out? The reviews were not good, and they're saying that the opening weekend was they were disappointed. But still, $43 million's pretty doggone good, but you consider them spent over $200 million to film it?
It was a bomb. And I think I read that it had a rating of 2 out of 10.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He said that it's horrible. It's horrible.
You think it goes back to what you're saying? There's too many live-action movies. We don't want those?
I don't know. I think that they're saying that Gal Gadot was not
a good evil queen.
Right, and it was because she's so beautiful, and that the Snow White was not fair-skinned. She had a darker skin tone.
And Snow White and the 7 Dwarves, they actually used CGI for the 7 Dwarves.
And they didn't give the acting job to 7 people.
Yeah, they chose to make them all computer animated.
Yeah, so I don't know. There's lots of complaints about it. It did bring in $43 million, so it's not bad, but they say that it is terrible.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go pay to see it.
I'll wait till it comes on streaming.
And then Black Bag brought in $4 million, and Captain America: Brave New World brought in $4 million.
Don't know much about Black Bag other than it's a thriller. They're saying it's very well done, so I don't know a lot about it.
I've never heard anything about it. And you watched Severance.
I have not. It's got a good cast.
Yeah.
And it wins a lot of awards, but I've never watched it.
It's won a lot of awards.
Yeah.
Apple TV has renewed Severance for a third season. The series has become the streamer's most watched drama on Apple TV.
Until Ted Lasso comes out again.
It's not a drama, though.
No, that's a drama comedy, a dramedy. It's more of a comedy, I would say, than anything else.
Yeah. And then Kelly Clarkson has not explained her recent absence on her show, but she did make a daytime appearance on last Thursday for its 1000th episode.
Well, really, it's none of her business.
No, it's not.
If it's personal reasons, then it's her business. I'm just glad she's okay. I like Kelly.
Yeah, I like Kelly a lot. I think that her show is super positive and uplifting.
Yeah.
And inspirational, but where you at, Kelly?
Yeah.
I just want to know.
You just want to know.
Yeah,
where
it's
she
okay.
went.
It's okay, whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
I just want to know where you're at.
Tell us where you're at.
Yeah, what are you doing?
All right, birthdays are next.
Mornings with Barry and Holly here on Alabama's country giant WQSB.
Come on, man.
But anyway, be sure and send us your dog's photos. Some great photos. We'll start Wednesday with the dog of the day. You can upload your photo on our website. Speaking of dying, passing away, a lot of people talking about this on our Facebook page. Why? I don't know. They said the guy loved to have fun when he was alive, and he had requested when he died, he wanted to be buried in a special made coffin. They had it made, and sure enough, the funeral home, they honored his wishes. He wanted a Snicker, like a Snicker candy bar, themed coffin. Somebody made it for him, and that's what they buried him in.
Oh, okay.
Are you looking on our Facebook page?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
They nailed it.
This is actually really beautifully wrapped.
It is.
I mean, like, as beautiful as a Snickers coffin can be, I guess.
If you're Snickers, would you be honored that somebody chose your candy bar to be buried in?
Yeah.
Even on one side it says, I'm nuts.
That's what he wanted it to say.
That's what he wanted to say.
I'm nuts.
And then it looks like a Snickers candy bar.
I bet the mood of the funeral was a little bit lighter.
Well, that's what he wanted. He said that people say that he spent his whole life making people laugh, having fun. So he asked for one thing. People say he had a quick wit and mischievous sense of humor. And they say he wanted one thing when he died. His name is Paul Broom. And they honored him with this coffin. It'll be tough when you go to, like, say, the viewing without having really a smile on your face.
I know. Yeah. I think that's kind of sweet. He just wanted people to smile.
He did, because it's tough when you go to a visitation or things, and of course you're going to be sad.
Yeah.
But I think that was his thought was, I don't want it to be a sad day.
Yeah.
I want people to leave here with a smile, knowing he made me smile one more time.
Is it weird? Yes.
Yeah.
100%. But I think that it's your time to go out, you want people to, like, almost have a celebration of life and not a
you do,
not a end of
I agree.
I don't know where I'm going with this.
I have no idea either, but is there a certain product that you would say, if you could choose one to have the coffin made of, like something you would choose?
Yeah, I would probably be a Starbucks pink drink.
Would they actually set you in the pink drink, or just?
No.
Because you couldn't lay down the pink drink because it would leak.
I know, but or an Alani. See, I would like liquids.
Yeah.
I like drinks. I'm a drink girl.
Yeah.
What would you be?
Probably more food, maybe a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you want round? Would you want it to be round?
That's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
It'd
thought.
take a lot of us to carry you.
Sure, that's a thought.
Yeah.
Or maybe something from, I don't know,
or you could do the wrapper. The wrapper's square.
True.
Yeah.
Or like a burrito.
From Bubba
Since you're looking, that'd be good.
Yeah.
But that's strange, though.
It is. But I like I admire his desire to make others smile.
Wanted to make people smile even to the very end.
Yeah. Like I said, super weird, but super sweet that he wants to make people happy.
Yeah. If you want to see it, it's on our Facebook page. Check it out and you'll see what we're talking about. All right, 7:41.
Mornings with Barry and Holly here on Alabama's country giant WQSB.
These knowledge nuggets. Will, by the way, is on vacation.
Yep.
No, he didn't. He was not involved in the fire at Disney World.
That we know of.
But he is there. Everybody's fine, but he's having a great time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I got some knowledge nuggets.
Oh, you ready?
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, I gotta. 62% of Americans will stop and pick up a penny when they see it on the ground. I don't.
I used to.
I don't.
I'm not saying that I'm so rich now that I don't have to, but no, I'm not rich. But
I don't want to touch
okay,
it.
if it's a nickel, I'll consider it. A dime, I'm diving for it. A quarter, I'm there. I'll fight you for it.
If it's silver, I'm gonna pick it up.
Yeah, if it's cash.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's
Yours.
on. It's on then. Yeah.
Yeah. If it's cash, you try to look around and see who found it or lost it.
No. It's mine. Period.
it's yours. Okay.
Finders keepers, losers weepers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Research shows that holding a warm drink in your hand while shopping can lead you to spend more money.
Is that why they put the Starbucks inside
I bet
stores
it
like
is.
Target and like
I bet
Food
it is.
City? Because they're thinking, you think that's true? Do you believe it?
I bet you've got like that warm, fuzzy feeling, and you're like, oh, yeah, I can spend money. I got a little bit extra.
Okay, so putting warm liquid in your hand makes you spend more money.
Mm-hmm.
On the other side of it, if I feel warm liquid in my pants, I'm going to spend less money.
Oh,
I'm going to shop faster.
Yeah.
Get out of there. And go home and change pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Etiquette experts say using more than 3 emojis at once is rude.
I don't know.
I use all the emojis.
Yeah.
I use them all.
Really?
Yeah.
So you don't think that's rude?
No.
At all?
No.
No.
Sorry.
I don't ever use emojis that much.
If you're texting me, you're getting emojis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So more than 3, you don't have a limit.
No, I have
Just
no
whatever.
limit.
Whatever you're in the mood for.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Got you.
Yeah.
All right. It's 7:53.
Mary and Holly on Alabama's Country Giant, WQSB.